Good Thursday evening to you guys. Thank you for the host, Josh. Hello, Chemo. Hello, Jerka Kokman. K. Adams. Nitschke 77. Prep PT6. A couple others there watching. Got some big streamers going on tonight, so but I didn't do much of a stream on Tuesday night because there were a lot of good streams going on, and I just have some opportunity tonight to do it. So figured I'd give it a whirl. So thanks for joining me. We're going to be doing an FSEconomy run. I highly doubt any of you will recognize this area. This is in Utah, and this is G2XPL scenery, of course. And this is a town called Vernal. Here's the airport. Vernal is probably best known for the dinosaur museum that's nearby. It's on the way, if you're headed from Utah over to Colorado, you pass through Vernal. And again, it's mostly known for the dinosaur museum. So you just got FSEconomy a few days ago? Well, welcome. Yeah, I guess there's a bit of a controversy with the new changes they got going on, where now there's going to be some fees involved for those that own aircraft. And then basically if you don't make a payment, if you don't make regular monthly payments on your aircraft, the ownership fees, then your aircraft can get repossessed. So I guess the idea is to see whether or not, well, for those dormant accounts, it's going to bring back a lot of aircraft into inventory, and it's also potentially going to encourage people to fly more. But also, the new fees go into effect July 1st, so there's a fire sale right now on a lot of aircraft, which is making my Caravan 208 purchase goal a lot cheaper than it was just a few weeks ago. So anyway, I'm just gonna come over. So you flew the Caravan 208? Yeah, I love that plane. I'm going back to the airfoil labs tonight. On a different screen over here. So over on FSEconomy, we've got I've brought up Vernal, KVEL. For anyone that wants to join, I'll go ahead and sign on to Pilot Edge. I need to pick the call sign though of the plane that I'll be renting. Which is going to be as you can see here, November. I just rented November 554 Lima Yankee. Which if I click on November 554 Lima Yankee, this plane has not been rented since March of 2015. So the owner's about to make a little money on an aircraft. Actually, this looks like it's a system-generated aircraft. So anytime that you see an aircraft without an asterisk, that means it's a system-generated aircraft. So anyway, we're going to come up here and we're going to take the job here to KBTF. So click those two. I'll select add to my flight. And then I've rented the aircraft. So now if I click on my flight, you'll see that I have 2 passengers going from KVEL to KBTF, which is Bountiful Sky Park back in the Salt Lake area. Total value of all assignments, $1,722. And right now we've got 31 gallons of fuel. So we're good to go. So we'll come back over here. We'll sign on to Pilot Edge.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
We're not gonna be doing any ATC because ATC is not in this area. But we'll be on the map, and if anyone wants to join us, they can go to KVEL or join us somewhere along the line over to the Salt Lake area. So come down here to the Airfoil Labs. First part of the checklist, take a sip. Go ahead and get this started. So turn on our battery, turn on our beacon, set our parking brake.
John Window.
Oh, better tune to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the radio. Beacon on, fuel pump on. We'll go full mixture, and we'll crack the throttle a little bit. You can see the nice shoes that I'm wearing down there. Go ahead and take that plane up to 1,000 RPM. Take our starter back off. Take the fuel pump out. So we're close to taking off here, so we'll put on some lights. So, Kay Adams, did you, so you did an FSEconomy run in the Caravan 208? I think that's one of the most heavily used aircraft on FSEconomy. Wonder where you flew to and from. Thank you, Disgraced Pilot, for the host. Appreciate that very much. Hope you're doing well, sir. Let's see. Let's bring up X Economy.
5-card stud, nothing wild. And the sky's the limit.
We'll log in, and we'll start the flight. Rob KBTL with the host. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Hope your airport scenery learning is going well.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Fly
but I think
with Josh UXP. Thank you. So we got something a little different tonight.
So, 5-card stud, nothing wild. And the sky's the limit.
Not sure how well that comes out on camera, but thank you, Rob, and Disgraced, and Josh for the host and the follow. All right, so we've loaded our assignments. I'll go ahead and get ready to take off here. KVEL to KBTF. Okay. Okay, release the parking brake. And we'll taxi up here. You just did a quick hop with it. You've been finally flying almost only 208s on there. You're up. Wait a second. You got on F. Oh, okay. You've been on there for a while then. I thought you said I just got on FSEconomy a few days ago. I thought that was like the first time on. It said I was the owner. Oh, you rented the. You rented that. Is your name like Typh? Something with a TY. Something or other. It starts with a T. I saw that you had rented that plane, and I think you took it up to somewhere, and then I flew it back to John Wayne. So yeah, stumbles in. Yeah. Texturing more models with the airport scenery. Nice. You know, Kay Adams, that Caravan has got the best. It's the best hourly rate you can get for the Caravan 208. So I think it was what, 490 or 495 an hour, and you can carry up to 14 passengers. You're up to 450,000. Wow. So yeah, I've got. Oh, it's Kay Adams on there. Oh, okay. And it was a 208. Okay, I just didn't see in the logbook. You've been renting on at Atlanta for 250 dry. That's pretty good. All right, we're gonna go no flaps. We've got lights are good. We'll go full throttle, and we'll take off here, headed south here out of Vernal, Utah. That's a big amount of cash. It's taken me many moons to get up to 222,000. Rotated a little earlier there than I should have. Yes, Marcus. Hello. How you doing, sir? In fact, the reason why I'm probably not having much performance is can't get the mixture leaned correctly. Oh, there we go. Finally, the needle's starting to move. You stop at 3 airports and average about 20K per flight. Wow. Yeah, I guess I got to start branching out. This might be my first FSEconomy flight outside of the Pilot Edge area ever. I'll have to look at the log, but I don't recall ever flying Pilot Edge elsewhere. The plane's acting a little strange. A little bit strange. Yeah, we're in stall. Maybe our feet per minute. So our barometric pressure here is actually right on standard. We'll go up at 400 feet per minute here for a little bit. You got pretty good system going. Yeah, I read that already. Well, Marcus, are you doing any FSEconomy runs tonight, or are you controlling on the network? It might be pretty scenic, actually, going over this way. In fact, let's just bring up the GPS here. No, I was just asking, are you controlling right now, or are you going to fly tonight? Ooh, that's interesting. I just noticed something. No, that should work. Why won't my GPS pop out? That is weird. Never seen that before. Have you guys ever seen that before? We'll go menu. We'll delete the flight plan. We'll put in a direct to and we'll go to K. B. See if we got a preset view here. Camera. Radio panel. Okay. See, that's interesting that the 3D map is not popping out because it's hard to get this cursor. There we go. Sky Park, we'll activate that. Turn this to GPS and this to nav. You're thinking of controlling tonight, think of streaming also, that would be pretty cool. Fly with Josh, I got my scenery. There is Ultra HD Mesh V3 scenery for free. If you Google HD Mesh V3. And then I also got some scenery made with G2XPL. You start at 8 o'clock Pacific? Okay. Yeah, I haven't done Ortho 4XP yet. Or actually, I take that back, Chemo. I did Ortho 4XP for a day or two. I did a couple tiles, but couldn't figure out how to get the autogen working. Also, there were no cars, no autogen, no trees, no buildings. I did something wrong. Flying the default livery tonight. Nitrous drone, this is X-Plane. Yeah, Marcus, that'll be cool to see your stream tonight if you decide to do that. Being that it's a Thursday night prior to a holiday weekend here in the U.S., you might have a few planes on the network. I'll probably jump on to Pilot Edge a little later. You go from 6 to close, or do you shut off earlier? One thing I wanted to this Nitrous. This is the Airfoil Labs Cessna 172, which is not the default. The default sucks. I bought this plane on x-plane.org. You're on for 2 hours, okay. From 6 to 8, so that would be from 7 to 9 here. What's that? Yeah. I got it. Be right back. I'm doing FSE runs, but just in the Yeah, we're in the Skyhawk. It's gonna take a little while to get over to Salt Lake. Trying to analyze my terrain. I'll be right back though. We got some definite big mountains to clear up here in a little bit. What's a John Fly stream without a little Anthony Bourdain type, look at cuisine. So tonight we have a Korean dish. This is cucumber kimchi steam buns. And the cucumber kimchi with some meat. It looks really good. So, why not fly and dine? I had to get up to get my food. Yeah. All right, let us see. Yeah, long weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to Flight Sim Con, which is coming up here really soon. I'm headed to Flight Sim Con back in New England a week from or 2 weeks from tomorrow. So really looking forward to that. Headed out with Josh J. Gibbs. Going to be hanging out with Mr. Max, Cat Strader. I think several of the Pilot Edge folk will be there. I think Aerosim Gaming will be there. Torbinator 97 will be there. It's going to be a fun time. Got a little bit of wind. Hello, Torbinator. It is Blue Apron. It is Blue Apron. In fact, I've got one. I am feeding again. I got one BlueApron.com giveaway left. Yes, we don't have to worry about any cloud cover for our ride from New York up to the show. Hey, Jay Krause, how you doing? Marcus MMC, well, Pilot Edge should definitely have you be there. I'll have to talk. I'll put in a word for you for next year, right? But really, we should just plan an event in Omaha or something. Mm-hmm. 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 Just the right amount of spice. Let's do a close-up of that again. That's HD kimchi. What are you guys eating tonight? First one to post a picture of what they're eating tonight gets 1,000 John Fly miles. You are going to go to Oshkosh? That would be cool. Yes, John, if Marcus should come with you. I might just kidnap him and take him to Flight Sim Con. You got the Carenado TBM 850 yesterday? It is awesome. That thing is a fast plane. Can I fly it in this stream? That's very possible. Have you seen my YouTube video that I did on stream with the TBM? Just if you go on Pilot Edge, don't use the call sign November 851 Tango Bravo. What state? Oh. Yep, Nebraska. Yeah, I probably don't want to see that aviator. If any of you guys are on Pilot Edge, want to join me, I'll probably be to Bountiful. If you got scenery in the Salt Lake area. You know, I looked at the ForeFlight map and I thought, ooh, there's some nasty weather coming up. But then I realized it was just because I wiped some kimchi Korean food on the screen. So it's not really bad weather. Yeah, they're using Steve-O's call sign. Forgive me if I talk with my mouth full. They're using Steve-O's call sign, but on a Cessna 172 lately. It's kind of annoying. The other call sign I don't like is 172 Sierra Papa.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
851 Tango Bravo is his company. The company he works for, it's their plane, I think. Krasinski, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. But I'll just do an outside view here. Actually, we might change quickly, do something that we shouldn't normally do, but honey roasted almonds and watching the stream. Is BrainBot dead? You're right, I am stalling. Which is weird. It's because I'm getting so high up. Oh, you know what? Well, let's go back down. Yeah, I kind of blew past my altitude that I wanted to go to. So we'll lean out the mixture. We'll get back down into a drop. What's interesting though, there we go. I don't do it quite that steep. And we'll do it. We'll go to 8,500. We'll look at the terrain here. I think BrainBot's offline. It's kind of interesting. There we go. Now she's back. So let's try that command one more time. Thanks, Kraczynski. We definitely were stalling there. All right, there we go. The TBM can hold a few briefcases, yeah. Still having to play around with that. I think it's good. What do you think? Okay. Did you think it was so-so? My EGT won't go any higher, which is... I'm messing with the lean and it's not doing much. I think we'll go up to 10.5. I'm in Utah, and I am about 72 miles from the Salt Lake area. So I have to fly over some really tall Wasatch Mountains here in just a little bit. Yeah. I think I need to go to 10.5.
User was moved to your channel.
See what I do there?
Just push me around in TeamSpeak, huh?
I just throw you wherever I want you to go.
That works.
I just wanted, the crowd to be entertained by, more than just me. So I'm going to interview you.
Oh, jeez.
When did you get your start in flight simulation, sir?
Great thing is they have no idea who you're talking to.
You.
You didn't introduce me, but I guess we'll keep it anonymous.
No, it's a game. I gotta go to Vox though. Hold on.
Oh, so you're gonna interview me and you're gonna see if anybody can figure it out. Well, that's probably not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, basically, this is a guy whose name rhymes with Bob K. something something.
You should have used
BTL.
the airport you're going to. Isn't it pretty close? Like KBFT or something?
Yeah, KBTF. That is a coincidence.
Okay, so question 1. When did I get started in flight simulation?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Years ago. I think my first simulator, well, flight simulator would have been FS98.
There you go. You're a veteran. Hi, everyone. This is Rob KBTL. Give him a follow. Watch him create airports and fly. Although you haven't been flying much on stream.
I got into the whole scenery thing, and I'm barely flying now.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that do follow and watch when I'm doing the scenery stuff, don't expect much. I'm still new to it.
You're learning. I'm testing a couple of new airports at the moment that are pretty cool. But have you ever heard of a ooh, that's spicy. Have you ever heard of this 4xplane 4xplane.nl where he's done 25,000 airports prefab? I just put a link in the chat.
I have not heard of that, but I'm definitely going to look at it now. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the one for FSEconomy.
Yeah, so how do you think that works with, let's say I have custom airports already. Am I going to have overlapping objects, etc.?
I'm not sure. I guess it probably depends on how he packages it. You might be able to, with the organizer, disable certain ones.
Ah, the organizer.
Like, I don't know if he's got it set as a single install, like a single package, or if it's each and every single airport.
I wanted to try it because there's been several FSEconomy airports that I've flown into that didn't have an airport. We're getting low again. Wow. I'm going to have to go up to like 12,000.
Or you could just tap gun it through the valley.
12.5. Him very epic. Hello, how are you doing, sir? If anyone knows the answer to that question, whether or not I can just load these prefab FSEconomy airports and it won't affect my additional scenery. I mean, I'll test and I'll find out, I guess, but.
So I'm looking on the site right now, trying to read up on it and see what it does.
Him very epic. We're flying from Vernal, Utah, over to the Salt Lake City area. In fact, I'll bring up over here. We got this is me. We'll put on the track. I started here in Vernal. I wonder if I can do a hybrid map. Started here in Vernal, and we're flying over to just north of Salt Lake City to a city called Bountiful, and there's an airport called Sky Park. So that's where we're going. And we're stalling again. Yep.
Think I may have found an answer.
Ooh, please enlighten me.
Alright, basically, it says here package 1 is the main package. No conflicts with the new exclusion method. These packages contain a lot of airports, but they are now built using the new exclusion method. As a result, you only see a prefab airport if no other scenery is available. Important, this only works correctly if you place the prefab packages below the other scenery in the INI file.
So basically down by the tiles.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, yeah. As long as it's underneath any scenery you have, like custom scenery installed, as long as it's below that,
Okay.
it should work.
I'm going to do it then. Ooh, where are we flying? This is kind of cool. It's like a... Oh, this is Moon Lake. There's a dam here as well. Oh. Yeah. Well, thanks for researching that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think I actually had this downloaded at one time. I might have to get it again.
I was going to download it before this stream, so I'd have some objects at the Vernal Airport, but the download was only 79 meg or something, but it was going to take an hour because he had a slow connection on his side. Whoa. Kimchi is spicy. Whoa. How are your almonds?
Pretty good. Still, it's hard to spend, $6-7 on a bag of nuts.
Yeah. Gonna use some Smirnoff root beer float to cool off my tongue. Him very epic. No, it's in Utah. We're flying in Utah. I should be actually looking where I'm going. I bet you there's some nice fishing holes around here. Oh, J225 is right over your house? That's cool. You should get one of those ADS-B antennas and be one of the listening stations for Flight Radar 24. I'm on the ILS approach into Salt Lake City. Wow, this stuff has got to be super high. What in the world? I got to go even higher. I should have taken the 206 turbo out of Vernal because this got some heavy duty terrain around here. Am I gonna make that? Am I gonna make that cliff, that mountain ridge top? You're probably at 10 seconds on delay on the video.
I can see it coming up. I don't think you're going to.
I'm gonna risk it.
Oh, you're going up, what, about 400 feet per minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to get that.
I don't recommend doing this in real life, folks. Oh, we're gonna barely clear it. We blew up some dust, definitely there. On the sectional chart here, it says numerous small lakes. And they actually have a peak over here that's 13.6. Wow. Do you have default scenery in Utah on your machine?
Other than the HD and UHD mesh, yeah, it's all default.
Are you flying? Are you on Pilot Edge?
No, not yet.
Okay. I was gonna say, join me.
Yeah, it's with the limited flying that I've been doing is the only reason I haven't got down there just yet.
Oh yeah. Erectivirus, hello. Tell us where that name comes from. I'm just curious. FS Productions Live, hello sir. Been catching your streams. How are you liking the Caravan and the yeah, I'm glad that you picked up that plane. You built an ADS-B receiver for your iPad when you fly. Nice. Erectivirus, yeah, this is G2XPL. I'm thinking right down there, this is probably a good fishing hole. But it does look good. I've never seen this scenery before on while flying. I've never flown. Oh, we're gonna clear that mountain. I think we are going to clear that mountain. I hope. Oh, snack. Oh, it's going to be close. Let's pull up just a little bit.
It's going to look like an RG after a while.
Yeah, that's for sure. Are these the Rocky Mountains? Yes. These are definitely the Rocky Mountains. And these are, it's the Wasatch Mountains. It's called the Uintas. And there's a lot of great fishing, hiking, camping up this way in the Uintas. So the question is, do I want to fly? It says there's a resort over here. I wonder if I should deviate a little bit. Yeah, we're doing fine. Is this the SETEC throttle? This is the SciTech throttle quadrant over here, and the SciTech yoke and the SciTech switch radio and multi-panel. But yeah, this is the SciTech throttle quadrant that comes with the SciTech yoke. TBM 850 out of Salt Lake. Probably not, because we're going to be doing FSEconomy runs. So once I land in Bountiful here, I'm going to pick up another FSEconomy run, and I don't think there's going to be a TBM 850 that I can rent at Bountiful. But again, I didn't catch the answer to the question earlier. Did you catch the TBM out of on my YouTube channel? In fact, I've already planned my next flight. What about FS Cloud? Are you doing FS Cloud, Rob? Have you tried that yet?
Yeah, I've got that installed. I just haven't messed with any of the CSLs.
Yeah, I tried it on P3D there for a week or so, and it was kind of handy for multiplayer, but didn't last long until I went back to X-Plane.
Yeah, I flew on there one night a while back ago with Josh on with the Legacy.
Should I get that plane? Should I get the Legacy?
And P3D?
Oh, it's in P3D. Never mind.
I know they got one in X-Plane too.
Wow.
I don't have the one in X-Plane though.
I don't know if I'm going to get that one, that new one that came out this week, the DA42. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, there's a new Diamond out?
Yeah, there's a brand new DA42 for X-Plane out. I don't know if I'll get it or not. This scenery is cool. I just have never seen this part of the world. Would I recommend the throttle quadrant? Absolutely. Would I recommend the TBM 850? Absolutely. The only issue with the TBM 850 or any G1000 cockpit from Carenado for X-Plane, the procedures don't work in the GPS. So I'd kind of hope that they stop putting out planes and they just decide to fix the procedures in the G1000. That would be pretty cool. But can't get what you want always. No terrain ahead. X-Plane 10 plus photo scenery plus good GA plane seems perfect for VFR training. Absolutely. I'm supposed to be starting up in the real world here, but the weather has not been cooperating. How many planes do you have in FSEconomy, Rob?
Let me see here. Oh yeah, I forgot I have one now.
Oh, so your monthly fees aren't going to be much.
$4,600.
That's a lot. Is that a caravan or something?
Yep.
Sounded like a caravan price. Okay, looks like we are about 40 miles from our destination. We're going to have to fly over the Wasatch Front, the Rocky Mountains range up this way, and then we'll do a descent. Some pretty lakes in this area, though. Looks like 11,800 is our what we need to be above to cross these mountains, and then we'll start our descent. Okay, the jukebox is open for requests. Can't remember how we do. How do you request a song nowadays? There we go. Okay, this is called Rockport Lake. And there's a city just right down there below me called Oakley. And Oakley it's a very small farm town. It's got it's got one of the best rodeos in the West for the 4th of July week. Other than that, I don't know what I would do in that town for fun. Hopefully I got good internet. There we go. Back in the Cessna. Hey, DL Greer, how you doing? This is actually one of those real world flights where I actually will fly this in the real world one day. I mean, this simulation flight I'll probably fly in the real world.
Looks like a nice air to fly, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to hop over the Rockies to Colorado and visit next time I'm out there.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have connection out there or something?
Oh yeah, my sister lives out there.
Okay. That's why. Is that why you're doing an airport? Is that one near her or something?
Yeah, it's the airport in her town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get out there about once every other year.
I used to live in Denver for over a year as a kid.
Yeah, she works in Denver and drives about an hour to get there.
Okay.
But I think that's how most people that work in Denver do it. They all have to drive at least an hour to wherever they live.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's definitely when I lived there, and what I've heard since is when you run into people, most people have not lived there for more than 5 years. It's like a commuter, like in and out. I don't know how long your sister's been there, but it seems like around Denver anyway, there's a lot of, you go there for, 2, 3, 5 years or whatever, and then you go somewhere else.
Let's see, she's been in Colorado probably about 6 or 7 years now, but like I said, they're quite a ways out now. They're right on the foothills of the Rockies now.
Oh, okay.
About 20 minutes or so from Boulder, I think.
We can see the Great Salt Lake out ahead of us. So we're just going to pass over this mountain range, and then we'll enter a left. Let's see. I guess it'll be a right downwind. Most aircraft at this airport do right downwind and land going north. And that is Antelope Island out in the middle of the Great Salt Lake. No lurking. Should I turn off the announcement when people enter the channel? Hello, Unicorn and Gyrohead. Good to see you guys. Happy Thursday evening to you, or Thursday morning to Unicorn. Who's up late or up early, one way or the other.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Sir Verde, welcome. Thank you for the follow. A flying dog salute to you. So right over there, some quick change of plans going away this weekend. Just finishing up some laundry. I hope you have a fun weekend planned. There's a Budweiser goat commercial. Torb, I haven't seen that one. Durka sent you over here. Well, hello. Is he still streaming? I saw him in the Embraer 110, and there's Salt Lake City International, by the way. But I saw that he was flying in the Embraer 110. Anyway, I guess he did shared cockpit on the 727. So that's pretty cool.
So, 5-card stud.
Giant Unicorn, thank you for the host.
And the sky's the limit.
Appreciate it, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have the... I never have the ads on Twitch because I do the turbo subscription, so I don't get the ads, which is kind of handy sometimes when you're not wanting to watch ads before you catch a stream.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Solo FPS just followed. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard. We're doing an FSEconomy. You get a flying dog salute. We're doing an FSEconomy run from Vernal, Utah.
5-card stud. Nothing wild.
Turbinator 97. Thank you for the
Sky's
host.
the limit.
Appreciate that. We're flying from Vernal, Utah, which is the home of the Dinosaur Museum. A lot of dinosaur excavation and bones in that area, and they have a nice museum. We just took off from there about, I don't know what, an hour ago, give or take. And we're flying into the Salt Lake City Valley, just coming over the Wasatch Mountain Range here. It's gorgeous. We're going to drop over this mountain, and then we'll make a slow descent down into Bountiful Sky Park to drop off our passengers. Yes, Jake RB. Vernal is in the middle of nowhere. I went there on my way to Colorado, though, one time. I wanted to find a geocache in Colorado. I'm trying to find a geocache in all 50 states. So I made a quick run over there and I had to go through Vernal, and I decided to stop at the Dinosaur Museum. But you're right, it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm landing at your home airport. Hello, Durka Durka. How did you like the Embraer 110? Appreciate you jumping in. I caught you firing up the Embraer 110. I have yet to purchase that plane. And Durka Durka, I wish you very well on your move down to the south, and also the new job at the new brewery. Hope that goes well. I spent some time in Brighton. I was helping set up some internet infrastructure at a Hilton. I think it was a Hilton in Brighton. That was a long time ago when I used to work in Europe. Used to travel all over Europe and got to see the fine coastal city of Brighton down that way. Hello, DS Joel 2. Welcome aboard. Always and Durka, I really enjoy the fact that you're doing some X-Plane on your channel for some variety. Thank you. And congratulations, you got, 300 followers now. And I just love the way you run your channel, so thank you. One of these days we'll fly to Cosford and on a year that you go to Cosford as well. All right, I think we're going to start our descent. Since we're over the mountain range, we'll take this down. Going to definitely cut our throttle. And Jake RB, so you must be up in Davis County then. I'm gonna do some flights out of Bountiful in the real world here. I've done a couple, because I'm down south of Salt Lake City, so we're not too far from each other. All right, so we can. We'll do a slow descent here at 600 feet. Yeah, I'll have to go watch the VOD. I was just getting home from work when you were doing the 727 shared cockpit, so I'll have to check the VOD out on that, because I'm hoping that update comes out soon. Because I own the plane, I have yet to fly it. I'm waiting for that update. All right, so we're going to switch to heading mode, and we're going to fly up. All right. Maybe we'll fly downtown first. Oh, you live in Farmington. Okay. Well, I grew up in Farmington, Jake. I grew up in Farmington, and I lived over by the country club for a long time, and then I lived over on the mountain up above Smith's. And my best friend is from Farmington, and yeah, I have a lot of ties to Farmington. Love that place. It's really growing. You had a few issues on the new beta build. Were the issues related to shared cockpit? Or I didn't even know the 727 had shared cockpit. I've done the 732 shared. I didn't even know there was a 727 config file for shared cockpit. Oh, you do. So Jake, you live directly east of Smiths. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, I used to live. I used to live off of 1400 North there, just up that way. So maybe we were neighbors. All right. So I'm just taking a turn here to the south, dropping in altitude. We're coming over this mountain range that's just absolutely gorgeous. This is the University of Utah, I believe, right there. Yeah, that's the University of Utah. And there's downtown. Hey, good night, Sir Verde. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for checking me out. Yeah, and thanks, Durka, for the recommendation. Appreciate that, sir. So yeah, that's the University of Utah. So we'll go ahead and make our turn. This mountain range up here, just south of us here, that's an amazing mountain range. So we'll turn over the University of Utah. Yes, Jake, I did. Does your last name start with a W? I know a Jake with the last name starts with a W. But yes, I lived very close to Cherry Blossom. All right, so coming over downtown. There's Salt Lake City International. Again, we're flying over the University of Utah. You can see there's the University of Utah football field. It's good sports program there. No, not Went. It must be something else. So yeah, I lived really close to Cherry Blossom. Oh, Rob added a song. Hey, Durka, you have a good night. Appreciate you jumping in. And I appreciate the referrals my way. You take care, man. Have a good Friday coming up. All right, so we're a little high to land. Air elevation at Sky Park is 4234. So pattern altitude is at 52 something. So maybe we'll just fly up here for a little bit, get down, and then come back down and do our downwind. Yes, Welling. That was correct. And all right, there's our airport right there. We're going to be landing right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to come along the mountain range here. And then, every time I've seen traffic going into that airport, I've always seen them doing right downwind and then landing to the north. So we'll duplicate that. And coming up here into what's called the North Salt. Well, this is the Bountiful area. We'll just come up here along this mountain range to get down a little bit more in altitude. Oh, you're a freshman. Okay, are you at Davis then? Yeah. Yep, I know them well. Small world, isn't it, Jake? Gyro head, I'm flying a GSA livery tonight. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, very, very small world. You're playing baseball at Davis? Cool. My brother played baseball at Davis. What position are you playing? All right, so we are probably in a position where we can turn and make our way down for a right downwind. In fact, reluctantly playing catcher. Hey, well, at least you're on the team. When I was there, I tried out and I never made it. It was a little bit political at times because there were so many people that wanted to play. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the betting on the betting is now open. If you've been earning John Fly miles, you're now qualified to bet what my landing rate's going to be. Let's see. Let's turn up our in fact, we'll turn off our autopilot. Set up our trim. Yeah, 1.6 will be cool. 8 days away, huh? I didn't know that they had released a date for the 1.6. That'll be pretty cool. Oh, Giant Unicorn's betting big on number 2. Now I feel obligated to do a relatively good landing here. Okay. Turn on the landing light. Turn on our fuel pump. Get our mixture going. We're going to come up here and we're going to go ahead and turn. The one thing that's interesting about this approach, because I've done this approach in the real world in a Cessna. I was actually in a 152. As you see right ahead of me, there's these tanks, tons of oil and gas refinery tanks. It's like the worst nightmare for an aircraft to crash into. You had to fly over those tanks for your arrival. Oop! I went too soon on that one. Cut over too soon, folks. All right, so let's cut down. Let's put in a notch of flaps. This might be a rough landing, folks. Get your bits in now. Oh, snack. That was not a very good approach, but we'll make it work. What's this short runway too? Little off a center line. 83 feet per minute. But we were not on the center line. Oh well. A little bit hard on the brakes. We'll taxi off here. I don't have any scenery at this airport at the moment. That's my bad, but I thought that you would enjoy the definitely the mountain range coming in. So the winner was option number 1. We had 7 viewers lost, and one viewer won. Who was the one viewer that won?
I think it was Gyro.
Was it Gyro having some faith?
I call shenanigans.
Rigged, right? Yep, Gyro had bet 500 John Fly miles that I would land under 99 feet per minute. I thought Erectivirus thought this was roulette. All right, so we'll cut our throttle. That will allow us to go up to FSEconomy, OpenXeconomy, and we click Finish Flight. I imagine we didn't make a ton of money because it was a long flight. But we'll bring up the web page here. So we've got KVEL to KBTF. We rented November 554 Lima Yankee Cessna 172 Skyhawk. We had it for an hour and 17 minutes. We traveled a distance of 113 miles. We made $1,344. The breakdown of the trip was we had $1,722 in income, $163 in the rental of the airplane, and then we had fuel of $44.58, ground crew fee at Vernal and here $86.10, and we had a little bit of a distance bonus, negative $83. So made a little bit of money. So if we click on banking, we go over here to quick transfers. Boom, we crossed 223, and with our cash we're above 224. So there you go. Congratulations, Gyrohead, on that nice bet.
What was that short hop you did in the Caravan that grossed you about $5,000?
You know, just today I was looking at that going, how the hell did I gross $5,000? So if I look at this, I had, $6,939 in income. There were a lot of people that wanted to go from the ranch to this airport that day. Does it? It doesn't tell me the detail, does it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a nice run. But lately, I've been making a lot of money because of Marcus, who maybe is still here in chat, is lending me his Caravan. So you can see a lot of Caravan activity here. Mm-hmm. He wants to. Uni wants to know what Gyrohead's wallet is. I don't know. John Fly, if you could only buy one of those SciTech bits, which one would you buy? Which has been the most used and useful? I would say that if I were just going to buy one, well, of course I'd get the yoke first. But if you're talking about just the panels, I would get the multi-panel first, so you could control your autopilot, your flaps, your trim. I've never used the auto throttle knob. The auto throttle knob I've never used, but you can do your trim and I don't know, changing your course for when you're doing slant alpha VOR navigation, changing your heading. In the jets, I can change my indicated airspeed through the auto throttle, vertical speed, altitude, everything. I'd get the multi-panel first. The radio panel, though, is a pretty popular item for people to get first, but I'd get the multi-panel first. I go multi, then radio, and then switch panel.
I was going to say that radio panel would be pretty useful for people on Pilot Edge and BatSim and whatnot.
Yeah, if you're doing any online ATC, it's definitely handy for that. But it's also handy for changing to different VORs, etc. Jake, there is KBTF scenery. I didn't know that. Oh, And it's relatively modern too. Well, I'm going to have to download that right now. Thank you, Jake. In fact, I'm going to download that right now. It looks pretty good. All right, we'll do a quick replay because we're outside of the coverage area. We can do that. So this is actual photo scenery of the North Salt Lake Bountiful area. Oh, that's cool. I think it's there's some nice autogen in this area. And see, then again, here are those fuel tanks full of gas and oil right by the, right on final. Again, that was not a good crosswind leg. So we got a notch of flaps coming in. Not the most stable approach. Right of center line, but put it down the mains first. So that was good. We'll do a view from the runway coming in. I don't know how I got so far to the right. I was paying attention on my speed, I guess. All right, one last view. Okay, let's do a quick. Let's see. We're going to do a quick load of the new scenery that Jake just hooked us up with. So forgive me for switching screens here for a moment. And DS Joel, yes, you can definitely post a link. No worries. If it bans you, we'll unban you. Unless it's a really bad link. And then, you know. I'm assuming that because Jake was able to post a link that you'll be able to. Oh, Can you untime him out, Rob, or? That's funny. Oh, it only timed him out for 1 second. All right, so apparently that DS Joel, that file that you shared, we don't have access to it. So it's private. It's a private file. So tonight on the Pilot Edge area, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, my favorite controller gets on in about 12 minutes. Looks like we have a caravan flying took off from over this way. It's doing a loop. Maybe that's an FSEconomy run. Got a Boeing 737-200 doing Los Angeles to LAS, Las Vegas. All right, Josh, or Jake, that it says there's a problem loading that scenery package. The scenery may not look correct, so I may be missing a library. So now I got to go and find out which library. So this requires 3D people, European vehicles. This requires a ton of libraries. Wow. I've never seen a place require so many libraries. So I think we have 3D people. I don't think we have European vehicles, though, or UWE speed or world models. And the vehicle library extension. That I've never seen more libraries required for an airport, but it does look really good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks really good. So I'm gonna have to work on installing all of those libraries because I'll probably fly into this airport again. So thanks for that. It didn't load though until I guess I'm missing 2 or 3 libraries. So okay, we started back up. We're going to we'll go back over here to FSEconomy. In my flight, we've got 2 passengers loaded up. We've got yeah, they're in the loading area. So let's go back to the game here. We'll go up to FSEconomy, open FSEconomy, log in, start the flight. We've got 2 passengers. We're going down to an airport called KPVU, which is Provo. KPVU. And we're just going to do a VFR. SOC flags in. Yeah, Sacalafagas. Yep. A little bit of wind going on there. Hello, Superfly. What is the DS Joel? What is the? I don't want to request access. Just open it up. You can change the security to anyone with a link can view it. Otherwise, yeah, and also, what is it? All right, so we've loaded up our passengers. Go ahead and do our turn on some lights. Superfly 717, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So we're gonna taxi out here. We'll go ahead and taxi. Well, we'll turn around.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Hello, Wayne 7154. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. I'm gonna do the same runway for my takeoff. Hey, Gyrohead, any idea why it looks like I have no windshield? If you're still, why do I have no windshield? Is that because I've got reflections turned off maybe or something? Let's see, settings. Oh. There you go. That might make a bit of a difference. It's super clean. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing well, Wayne. Thanks. Haven't seen you for a little while. John Fly, our ground crew, made it look so clear. Yeah. Oh, snack. The fuel truck almost ran into me. Anyway, what's that file? Because I think you just sent. You may want to be careful what you do with your links there. All right, so we're going to have to do a little bit of a back taxi. No, it was, I guess when you turn reflections off, or the window window reflection off, then you lose your screen altogether is what it looked like. I'm going to go ahead and put down a flaps here. Hey, Alpha011. Good to see you. Yeah, long time. I'll do a flaps 5 departure here. Did you need me?
Yeah. I'm gonna go pick up Kate.
Okay.
And then I was thinking maybe Kate and I would go over to food trucks and get dessert.
Okay, cool.
All
Do you
right,
have cash?
No.
Do you need? I don't have. I might have some.
I don't. I think that
They'll take a card. Okay. All right.
he's awake, so.
Oh, okay. Hit power nap. Okay, so, all right, let's go ahead and take off here. It's a little bit shorter of a runway because we're kind of doing an intersection departure, but we got some flaps down. We are at high altitude though. Better get our mixture correct. We're at about 4,400 feet. So it is taking a little while to get up to speed. That will be fine though. Here we are coming out of Bountiful Sky Park. I am going to work on that scenery, Jake, because that scenery looks really good. That's, oops. We want to stay out of the Salt Lake City Bravo airspace, so we'll go ahead and turn to the right. Yeah, FSEconomy is a lot of fun. The registration process is a little bit weird, though. I'll be the first to admit. You have to do registration, and then you have to go post on a forum and say your account activated, and it's not really streamlined. But once you're in, and you start learning the basics of renting a plane and picking up some passengers or cargo, and then flying around and start to build your bank balance. It's kind of fun. You know, it adds an element of realism, I guess. Yeah, you have to go into your share settings, and in your share settings you can select to anyone with a link can see it. But what is it? I have asked like 8 times, what is it? I don't know. Maybe I missed your answer. If I did, I'm sorry. Hey, thanks, Duke Demon. Yeah, it's been fortunate enough to build a good little pit. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn on autopilot. We'll sync up heading. We'll go up to, we're flying easterly, so we'll go at 7,500. We do have some weather here in the valley. I'll keep our vertical speed at 300 for now. Oh, yeah. Clean your flaps up. There's Interstate I-15, or that's Interstate 15. Right there. So we can do 2 things. One, we can go ahead and just toggle the GPS and fly directly to the Provo airport. Or we can just follow I-15 all the way down. Yeah, Duke Demon, it's multiplayer. In fact, a lot of the times I'll be flying with other pilots if I'm in the Pilot Edge air traffic control coverage area. I'll fly with 5 or 6 of my buddies around to various airports. But also, the other night I did shared cockpit in a Boeing 737 where both of us were controlling the same plane, even though we were in 2 different states, so 2 different locations. And I've actually done some other shared cockpit with a gentleman in Norway where we're both controlling the same plane. It's kind of cool. Yeah, do some YouTube searches for FSEconomy tutorial. In fact, I found one today. It was by a guy who is a real world pilot. He was flying in France. In fact, I'll post a link here. This guy's got good content. His name's Merryface Aviation. The only issue I have is that he doesn't do X-plane. But here is a link. That's a link to Merryface Aviation where he does a tutorial, a beginner's guide for FSEconomy. DS Joel, I'm really not kind of understanding what is it, a bunch of freeware? I mean, what is it? Is it a bunch of for airport and planes? I don't understand. I'm on the same page as Rob, but kind of not seeing what it is. But you may want to quit posting the link because it's not working. There's bad karma going on. Just kidding. All right, so we're flying along Interstate 15. That's a nice interchange animation there. I really like that interchange animation. It's actually really accurate. Huh. That is impressive. I like that. All right, so so now my GPS is finally popping up. So we'll go to flight plan, menu, delete flight plan, direct to. We'll go to K. P. B. I wish you could use your keyboard. That GPS, that'd be kind of handy. And then we'll switch this to GPS and we'll go to nav.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Duke Demon 22, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We're climbing up to 7,550. And we're going to go down and land here in Provo, drop off our passengers, and then do our next FSEconomy run. It's amazing. This is actually what's down there in the real world. This is not mock-up. This is actually what's down there. Wow. All right. I'm going to fill up my glass. Okay, DS Joel, I think I finally got the link to work. And I see it. I see the link there for the... I see the link for the different airports, etc. Appreciate that. I'm going to go get a refill. I'll be right back. Actually, get some ice.
Good call. I need a refill too.
Crack it open.
4-day weekend. That's going to happen.
Yeah, Roger. This mic's pretty good. All right, back with you. Can I control how dark it gets in the cloud shadows? I'm assuming with SkyMax Pro, I can probably do that. You'd think. I haven't seen it. I haven't played around with that yet, though. Would you mind posting a link of where you got this Utah scenery? It looks amazing. Yeah, this isn't available anywhere, but you have to create it yourself with a program called G2XPL. So if you do a YouTube search for G2XPL, you'll see it. Oh, you're still here. Is that you? Oh, it's you. Hi. How are you? Good. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Do you recognize the area?
Salt Lake?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, look at those mountains.
Wow.
Oh.
Impressive.
Yep. I'm flying down to Provo.
Nice. I'm gonna go for this today. It's really heavy.
You sound a little stuffy.
I am.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't go to soccer practice.
Can you scoot that tight, that curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks. All right. So what else are we talking about? Yeah, G2XPL is the way to go. You can do a YouTube search for it and teach you how to get it going. But there's no. I wish there was a place where you could just download. Man, look at that. I wish there was a place that you could just download this. Just pick your state, download the entire state, and it'd be just turnkey. That'd be. I've been working on this for about 6-8 months. My plate.
Did you just spill your drink?
I just did a Thirstmaster. Oh, and it's bad.
What did you do? The crap.
Oh, another Thirstmaster. My butt's wet, Rob.
Get your phone.
Oh, snack.
Oh, the delay made it 2 times better in the replay.
Oh my gosh, John.
Oh, my iPad. But I got to fly the plane. I can't crash. Oh, my mouse. Oh, does it still work? Oh.
Oh, where's Josh at to yell at you? Stay focused.
Stay focused. It's okay. What are you laughing at, boy? Oh, my butt is wet. My butt is cold. Oh. All right. Provo's ahead of us. My butt's so cold right now.
Do you need another towel?
Yeah.
Oh, another highlight in the making.
Thirstmaster. Oh.
There's ice on the floor.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Oh. I may not want to dip that in until I'm ready.
Here, put it. Babe, you gotta clean this up or it's gonna
I will. I gotta land the plane though. That's more important.
Really? That's more important to your wife.
What?
Just get the ice cubes, please.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
What are you worried about? Oh, snack. I'm launching things accidentally. All right, let's see here. Hold on. All right, let's descend. Oh, Rob, so stressful. Okay. Sure, the second course. Oh, simming and spilling, it goes hand in hand. Yeah, that's right. My butt is so cold. All right. The difference is though with the VOD with Josh, we see the in slow motion
Yeah.
the glass and everything, and the $400 Thrustmaster HOTAS.
The look on your
The
face.
look on my face, the colorful metaphors used.
Who was it? Was it Uber or was it Crazy Diamond? You could just hear him say, "Oh."
I think Crazy said no.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And Josh couldn't finish his story.
Josh was just cool, calm, and collected. He's like, you're fine. Just keep flying. You're fine. I'll never forget that. All right. We're 11.4 miles from the airport. I'm surprised my keyboard still works. Look how gorgeous that is, though.
I think Bridal Veil's right off there to the left somewhere, isn't it?
Bridal Veil Falls. I think so.
Because you're flying, pretty much right over the 15, aren't you?
Yeah, we're flying just east of 15 right now.
Yeah, I think it's right up through that little valley there.
You know a little bit of Utah, but I don't know any of Michigan. No, I went to one part of Michigan once.
There ain't much here.
Long ago.
All the good stuff's across the bridge.
My socks are wet. That was a brand new fresh one too. I did a Thirstmaster. My butt's all wet.
The sound alone sounded almost identical to the Thirstmaster, so I just knew.
Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't see it. You just heard it.
Yeah, I heard the glass clink and the ice go tumbling.
And you're like, did you really just now?
When someone asked what temperature your GPU normally runs at, it's a lot cooler when it's got a drink spilled all over it.
I think my i7 6700 runs at about... I'll have to check it. I'll have to get a utility to do that. It runs pretty cool, though. It's liquid cooled.
They're asking your graphics card.
Oh, the graphics card. Yeah, the graphics card's liquid cooled. I'm sorry. It's the 980 Ti that's got the liquid cooling unit that comes with the card. All right. The iPad might be toast. No.
Got a warranty still, right?
No.
Craigslist, lightly used.
VOD included. All right. What's the other stuff going on here? Regen in the wintertime, so you can use seasonal ortho. I guess you can't regen G2. Ortho you can regen with winter textures?
It all depends on when you get the satellite imagery. If they had satellite imagery in the winter, then you could probably get it, but I don't know how often they send the satellites around taking pictures.
I don't think you can find a winter texture source.
I know some of the stuff I did in ortho up in Colorado in the Rockies, there are certain parts, the peaks still have the snow, but as far as actually finding ground textures on other images and tiles, I don't think you really could.
Yeah.
Unless it's somewhere where it's winter, 10 months out of the year.
Yeah. All right, we'll open up the bedding again. The bedding is now open.
Have you checked your flight control since you spilled?
That is the mystery that I have not yet checked. I know that my mouse is drenched. My iPad and keyboard are drenched. I better turn my plane here. We'll fly again a right downwind.
I'll go by voice on stream. It's Rob KBTL, by the way.
Yeah, it's Rob KBTL in the house. Correct voice on stream. I like that. Jake's gonna bet 2. Erectavirus is gonna bet on number 2 because they know that my cockpit has been violated by liquid. This scenery looks pretty good, actually. This is Utah Lake. Coming down to pattern altitude. Prove you wrong? I hope so. I'd always try to land less than 100 feet per minute. Oh, my sock's all wet. I'm gonna have to change. I won't change on stream, don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn our autopilot off. Well, holy snack, we're overspeeding. Autopilot off. Turn the landing lights on. Fuel pump on. Do a little bit sharper turn than normal.
You landed on 3.6.
Yeah.
All right. I just kind of want to see once the stream catches up to you. It almost looks like they had to add like a man-made portion of land there at the end of, was it 3.1?
Could be.
Because it looks like it goes right out into the water.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Rush 84 did his flight training before he became a commercial airline pilot. Was at this airport. Liquid lubricated landing, Nitschke77 says. Oh, he's betting low, though. Always trim up your aircraft, though. Oops.
You're actually landing on 3.1.
Oh, I thought it was 3.6. Oops. It looks like it's 3.6.
That's 3.1. 3.6 is just off to the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that little square section there. I'm sure you're actually way ahead of that now, but...
Ah, damn it. 166. I guess the spill in the cockpit
Yeah,
didn't help
there
me.
it is. Knew the excuses are coming.
We had some. So apparently the lesson learned here is always bet on 1 or 3 if I'm in this plane. Yeah, things are sticky. Clean up the aircraft. Blame. Josh is here for the thirst master. It was a full glass, a full new fresh glass. Josh, Rob was here and he knew what had happened immediately, even before the video came out. It's hard to land when your butt's all wet. And your keyboard's sticky.
Cold bare feet.
My feet are stuck to the rudder pedals. Pretty airport though. Pretty scenery around it.
Better go to a good FBO so I can clean your plane out.
I'm just going to have to be completely professionally cleaned to get rid of all of this stuff in here.
You're going to open the door and the ramp agents are going to think you've been in there drinking the entire flight.
Well, yeah, because I open the door and it'll spill out, and then they'll smell it.
Hey, look at this guy. Liquor all over the cockpit. He's wearing pajama pants, no socks and shoes.
He's got kimchi all over.
Yeah, at least that didn't get everywhere. Imagine touching that later on than scratching your eye or something.
Oh yeah, it had some kick. All right, this is kind of a cool airport. Duncan Aviation, TAC Air. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
Forgot Duncan's got a satellite FBO there. I used to work for them.
Yeah, it looks really good. All right, let's shut off our engine and get our money for our FSEconomy. Okay, so we'll switch over here to yeah, Jake, is this the same scenery? Because that might be the same one here that's loaded, maybe. All right, so if we go up here to our log, we made $1,139 flying from KBTF to KPVU. And, yeah. It's funny, I got an $11.83 bonus for flying just a little bit closer to Vernal. All right, let's watch the replay. That was a hard landing. And then a swerve. Bam. That was hard. I don't see any jobs coming out of Provo, really, of any. Oh, there's one back to Bountiful, but. Hey, F18. Gotta be easier on the brakes when I'm doing these landings. The rough on those wheels.